Hey, I've got Roman here. He's going to be my partner in this talk. And I wanted to I wanted to talk about something I've been kind of discovering recently. It's interesting. This time last year, I was in this most amazing, blissful, extraordinary place, and I felt like I don't know, constant happiness. And then it was this horrible year of suffering and people dying and panic attacks and anxiety and stress and all kinds of things. Roma didn't sleep for 11 months, which left me unable to kind of process the grief and everything. And it's been a dark time. And then now I'm coming out of it back into light, back into this state of just like deep peace and joy and bliss. And I wanted to share, Jesus talks about, I think one of the most important verses, somebody asks him, how do we know when the kingdom of heaven is coming? And he says, no one will know the time or the place. And then he goes on to say that the kingdom of heaven is within. And, I think people have trouble interpreting that. And I wanted to share my own interpretation and kind of draw the parallels to Buddhism and yoga, which, they would call the kingdom of heaven enlightenment. And there's kind of a process that occurs. It's actually spelled out in the Yoga Sutras of hey Roman, can you be quiet for a second? Of the process. And essentially the process is disentangling from the external world, like disentangling from, our attachment to things, our resistance, our fears, our desires. And the more we can kind of unlink ourselves from it, the more we're able to go through this process of essentially all of our senses and consciousness withdraw inward. And then we arrive in this place after the process of pure peace, like a place where time doesn't exist, because past and future is part of how we keep ourselves from the kingdom of heaven, is in the belief that they exist, or that we should be, that we're a function of our past, or that we're attached to the future we want to create, or the future we're resisting. And so through this process, we do reach a place where time doesn't exist. We're just live in full presence. And I'm sure you've had this experience, for moments of it, when you've seen a beautiful sunset, or had a great workout, or had a deep conversation with people, where all the barriers disappear and you reach this state of profound connection with all that is. And the cool thing is, it's actually possible to cultivate this, especially through meditation practice, through yoga, through studying, some of these scriptures. It's possible to train ourselves to inhabit this state with a higher level of frequency. You could, I guess my interpretation of enlightenment is that you remain in that state. I don't claim to be there. I've been there for a few months at a time, a few times, and it's enough to kind of help me sort of outline a process. And I built the Freedom and Bliss program to basically follow the Yoga Sutras. So we start by purifying and refining the physical body through sleep, diet, exercise, meditation practice. Then we purify and refine the emotional body, and here's where we work through traumas, we work through, deep emotional issues. And then we purify the mind, the mental body, and this is mostly about kind of not associating with our thoughts anymore. And then we purify and refine the spirit, because once the foundation is set and we've gone through that whole process, then our spirit is able to shine, and we're able to be guided, we're able to be led, we're able to be in union with God. And that to me is what Jesus was talking about in, the kingdom of heaven is within, and in Eastern, religions about enlightenment. And so, if that's something that's appealing to you, reach out to me. I'd love to kind of have you join our community of people. We're all commit to meditate every day, to create healthy habits, and to walk through this structure I've put together to kind of methodically purify the mind, purify the body, purify the spirit. So I just want to share that. I love you. Hope to talk to you soon. Bye.